Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome to another video. Today basically I want to talk about Bitcoin and can it hit up to six figures, which would put Bitcoin in in the trillions of dollars worth of a market cap. So right now, looking at the current Bitcoin price right now, we are seeing a little bit of a dip for today. We're down to about 13,576, down from our high a couple days ago of about 19 to 20,000, somewhere in there, depending on which exchange you use. And basically, we're kind of floating around this, $13,000 level right now, 13 to 14,000. And basically, a lot of people want to know, how high can Bitcoin go? Can it hit, six figures? And me personally, I think it's very well possible with its limited supply, its growth, and basically, I'm going to show you guys a quick article here. This is Crypto Coin News, and basically they have an article here about the Winklevoss trends. If you haven't heard of them, they do own the exchange Gemini, so you might have used the Gemini exchange before. These guys own it. They've also been known for trying to start their own Bitcoin ETF. That was a few months ago. And basically they are holders of a large amount of Bitcoin, so obviously they want to say good things about Bitcoin. But so far these guys have been in the right market, right? So basically, this article here, it's talking about, can Bitcoin, well, actually, it's talking about the Winklevoss expect Bitcoin market to surpass trillions in the long term. So basically, they start out in this article talking about gold, how gold is a $6 trillion market, and basically, they're talking about how some of the money maybe from gold could be coming into Bitcoin. Because gold hasn't really been doing anything. It's been sitting right around $1,000, $1,100, and basically it hasn't been going up at all lately. And there's a lot of people who hold it because they want to make money off of it, or just some people hold it just for long-term wealth, just to hold it. But some people do invest in gold to earn money, and basically some people are taking some of that money and putting it into more profitable asset like Bitcoin, because obviously Bitcoin this year has way outperformed gold. It's outperformed a lot of things this year, basically everything. And so they're talking about how Bitcoin, some of the gold market could go into Bitcoin, and that could cause the price to go up a lot. And then they also talk about some of the offshore banking money could go into Bitcoin as well. And basically, that's about a $48 billion market cap for the offshore banks. So basically, if Bitcoin can get to 10% of the global offshore banking industry, Bitcoin's market cap can surpass 3.2 trillion. So with Bitcoin's limited supply of 21 million coins, that would make, with a $3.2 trillion market cap, that would be about $152,000 Bitcoin. And of course, right now, the price is only, 13,000. Well, not only 13,000 is quite a bit, but the price right now is 13,600. So that would be, a huge increase. Basically, that would be another tenfold increase, basically, similar to what we've seen this year. So that's kind of what these Winklevoss guys, they're predicting that it could easily hit the $1 trillion market cap. I do somewhat tend to agree with them that the price could go up quite a bit. It's been continuing to grow. Right now on CoinMarketCap, we're at $374 billion for cryptocurrency in general. So we're already over a third of a way to 1 trillion. So, I think within the next upcoming months we could be at a $500 billion and then hit that first $1 trillion level, and then I think it could do it again a couple more times also. So, but right now, Bitcoin is at about 228 billion right now. So that is a lot of money in cryptocurrency. And another interesting site that I found, I was kind of doing some research, and I found this site called the economy or the longforecast.com. Now, I don't know much about this site. I did look at their introduction here, and basically they take into account varying degrees of importance, cycles, recurrence, mathematics, market indicators, changes in availability, attractiveness, algorithm, trading growth, regulatory intervention, degree, and basically they update their information on a daily basis. So I just came across this site today, and I thought it was kind of interesting for what these guys are saying. They do have predictions for all different markets: oil, gold, and silver. So if we go over and take a look at their gold predictions. Now, of course, I'm not saying these guys are right, or I'm not giving these guys credibility, but I'm just saying that I'm going to take a look and see what they have to say, because I do find it interesting. So basically, you can see the close price here. That's for gold, and basically they're predicting for the end of this month to be at about 1208. Right now we're at 1205, and the trending is down right now. But if you look at for 2018 on their predictions, you can see here that gold is just sitting right between 1100 and 1200, almost getting to 1300, but basically doing nothing, right? Basically doing nothing all year next year, basically. And that's not really an attractive market to be in. And with the gold market being so big right now, it would make sense to put it into something that's growing, so there's a good chance where this article here talking about gold market, some of the gold market going into Bitcoin, and then looking here at these numbers, it seems like it would be a better investment, obviously, to be in Bitcoin than gold for 2018. Now, gold is a great store of wealth. Don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-gold or cryptocurrency or precious metals. I do think they do have a place in a portfolio for most people. Physical assets, as far as like protecting your money. As you can see here, it's pretty stable. Gold has been pretty stable around the $1,200 level. So it's kind of a safe place to put your money, as far as not losing value from inflation and things like that. But as far as making money off of it, not really the best place to be in. And this year pretty much proved it, that Bitcoin blew it out of the water. And if we see, we could see another year of similar things. So people in gold could be looking at maybe selling some and getting into Bitcoin. And then we'll go ahead and look at the fun stuff now. We're going to look at their cryptocurrencies predictions here. If we look at their Bitcoin predictions here, they're actually predicting Bitcoin to be $23,000 by the end of the month. So that would mean Bitcoin being almost double the price right now by the end of the month. So that's a very interesting prediction. So I'm curious to see how accurate this is going to be by the end of the month. If we are closer in that $20,000 range, or if we're going to float around the $13,000, $14,000 level and just be flat, or if we're going to have a pullback back to like 9,000 or 10,000. So, but according to these guys here, they're predicting that Bitcoin is going to be at about 23,000, which could be very well possible. But the interesting part here now is the future predictions here, as you can see here. They're predicting, by the end of 2018 for Bitcoin to be at 71,000. And then 2019, that's where it gets into six-figure level, where it first breaks six figures in the first quarter of 2019, and hitting almost, $144,000 by November 2019, and then capping off at an all-time high. They're predicting in 2020 at about $201,000. That's the largest number I see here. And then they're looking at a downward trend once that all-time high gets hit of $200,000, which would be mid 2020, which is an interesting year, because that's, if you don't know a lot about Bitcoin, that 2020 is the year of the next Bitcoin halving. So if there was ever a time for it to have a huge hype and a large increase going from going from 140,000 to 201,000, basically that would be during the next halvening, because the last time we saw the halvening, that's when we broke the $1,000 level. So these are some interesting predictions here. I'm not saying they're going to be right, but I do find them very interesting here. And then so if these numbers are right, or if they're even halfway right, being in Bitcoin right now is an amazing thing to be in. Obviously this year kind of proved that. And so yeah, I mean, looking at $71,000 Bitcoin by the end of next year, $23,000 Bitcoin by the end of this month. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be accurate or not. But yeah, and then hitting up to $200,000 in 2020, and that's kind of going back to what they're predicting here, which is 152,000. So according to this, we would hit 152,000 around early 2020. So right now, with us sitting at $13,000, just by being in Bitcoin for the next 2 years, you could be making 10 times your money would be 135,000. So yeah, it's definitely very interesting. And they also have a few other cryptocurrencies on here also. They do have Ethereum on here, and they're predicting Ethereum to kind of slowly rise up to maybe closer to 1,000 by the end of next year, and 2020 breaking that $1,000 level, and then kind of pulling back. So it seems like their trend is that they're saying after 2020 we'll have a large run up in 2020, and then 2021 is when we start having a pullback, but still very high prices, $750. A few other ones we can take a look at real quick here is Dash. So right now it's at $641, down 9%. And basically they're predicting Dash to be 760 by the end of the month, which I think it already got close to that, so it'd be kind of going right back to where it was. But predicting Dash to be at 1347 by the end of next year, so that's pretty crazy. And if we look at the trends for Dash here on this, it also looks like it would hit up to $4,000 for Dash in 2020. So it seems like a lot of the coins they're predicting to be exploding in 2020, probably maybe due to Bitcoin and the growth of cryptocurrency by that time, and then the Bitcoin halvening. And then another interesting one here is Monero. So they're predicting Monero to be $700 by the end of next year, get up to $2,300 at the peak, and basically, yeah, it's only $200 right now. So basically, all of these predictions here are saying that Bitcoin, all these cryptocurrencies are pretty much going to continue growing throughout 2018, heavily 2019, and seeing its greatest growth in 2020, and then start pulling back in 2021. And then it shows oil sitting around the same price, gold hovering right around 1,000 to 1,300 for the next few years, silver sitting right around $12, $9 to $12, somewhere in that range, which it's kind of just been hovering in. So pretty interesting forecast here on this site. This is called longforecast.com. If you want to check it out, apparently these guys have been doing predictions for a long time. They seem pretty detailed. And yeah, so thought that was pretty interesting. I wanted to share that with you guys, and it does kind of line up with this article here and what a lot of other people are predicting, which is the six-figure Bitcoin price. So right now, that's pretty much it for the video. I'm going to go ahead and do a Bitcoin giveaway here every day. If you subscribe to my channel here, you can leave a comment with your Bitcoin address, and basically I'll pick daily winners for Bitcoin winners. So right now I'm doing $40 Bitcoin giveaways. So we'll go ahead and copy the address here and put it in the random YouTube comment picker here. And basically we'll go ahead and pick our winner. I'll move the cam over a little bit. So we'll try this again. I think I hit the 7 button on it, so copy this again. But yeah, if you want to be entered into this giveaway, all you have to do is just leave a comment with your Bitcoin address, And make sure to leave a comment about the video. Basically, don't just leave the address and that's it, but make sure to actually leave a comment related to the video and then leave your Bitcoin address. So we'll go ahead and pick the winner here for $40 today. So we got Luis Gravito. Just sign in, thanks, he said. So we'll go ahead and copy his address here. Show you guys I'm sending it to his address here and confirm. And there we go, successfully sent. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace.